Inside the king's private study at the royal castle of Midgar, Alexia confronts her father with evidence that the Nightblades are working with the Diablos Cult, demanding he finally reveal what he knows about the conspiracy. The king admits he has been monitoring the situation, prompting a furious Alexia to slam her hands down and demand why the country remained idle during her kidnapping, forcing the monarch to apologize while insisting his hands are tied politically. He explains that their military pales in comparison to the cult's ancient knights of the round and enhanced children, noting that resistance usually leads to total destruction, though the arrival of Shadow Garden has begun to shift the status quo. While the king acknowledges that Shadow might dismantle the cult's rule, he fears the entity might simply take over the world next, leaving the royals to debate whether to treat the mysterious organization as an ally or a new threat. The conversation shifts to geopolitics as the king reveals that the Queen of Oriana has aligned with Shadow Garden, causing Alexia to realize that Shadow had been secretly supporting her friend Rose throughout the Bushin festival. With the cult backing the Velgalta Empire's imminent invasion of Oriana under the guise of suppressing heresy, the king warns his daughter that war is approaching, and Midgar must soon decide whether to side with the cult or Shadow. Inside a bedroom at the Hope family mansion, a blushing Princess Alexia insists she isn't excited despite bringing snacks and new pajamas, while an overjoyed Kanad celebrates the honor of a sleepover with royalty. As Kanad declares a marathon old maid session, a miserable Sid is forced to sleep on the floor by the haughty princess, who reminds the group that Pooch is only there for their safety following the recent attack. After clarifying that a suspicious floor stain is merely Kanade's spilled coffee, a worried Christina reveals that the investigators suspect her family of hiring Jack the Ripper to lure the Tardy victims into a trap. Hoping to shift the mood, Sid directs the girls' attention to the message card left by the vigilante, prompting Christina to read the cryptic poem about resting and counting heads. Kanad offers a nonsensical interpretation about card games, but Sid interrupts his mob persona to point out a hidden message within the first letters of each text row. Christina quickly deciphers the name White, identifying the target as Count Bribarry White of the Chateau Blanc, and praises Sid for the discovery, while Kanade demands to know what else they missed. Using the 10 of spades to symbolize the 10th week of winter, Sid predicts the attack will happen tomorrow, inspiring Alexia to plan a counteroffensive. Despite Kanade's confusion over the killer's warning, desperate to stop them from interfering, Sid launches into a breathless, nerdy rant about the killer's genius intellect before claiming that Jack will surely be cut down if the girls don't report this to the knights immediately. Christina rejects the idea that the vigilante needs help, recalling the terrifying efficiency with which the clown annihilated the assassin squad, all on his own, without relying on anyone. While the noblewoman praises the killer's brilliant strength, the other two girls turn their aggression towards Sid, physically punishing the traitor for fleeing during the previous night's battle. Trying to refocus the group on the mission, Sid is physically devastated. When Christina mentions that the stolen Binzi vase was merely a worthless replica taken by some unsophisticated thief, as the girls mercilessly mock the poor and uneducated culprit for stealing a fake, they conclude the theft must be another profound clue from Jack the Ripper, leaving a depressed Sid to wallow in his accidental poverty. The video ends here, but the story isn't over yet. Like the video if you're ready for the next part.